Today's reading is from Romans chapter 7, verse 15. For I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Alright, so what does that mean? For I do not understand my own actions. So when you're in your early stages in following Jesus, you go through a lot of temptation and the old habits of what you used to do before following God, right? So what it's saying here is, for I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very things I hate. What it's saying there is, like, when you are doing the very things you hate, it's what your flesh wants versus the Spirit, the Holy Spirit that is now inside you. So, if this makes sense, you're fighting between what your flesh wants and what your spirit wants. That's why it says, for I do not understand my own actions, because I want to do this, but I keep doing this. So I don't want to sin, but I keep sinning. So it's a constant battle between your flesh and your spirit. Some things to do to help you deny your flesh, which is what you need to do to be able to stop doing the things you hate. You need to deny your flesh. Something that you could do is fast for God, not just randomly, do it with purpose. Pray, read, and worship God during your fast. And that is you practicing, like, denying sin, or saying no to sin, denying your flesh, because you're basically saying, God, you're more important than food. And you can deny your flesh because your flesh is hungry, your flesh wants food, your flesh wants soda, whatever it is. For some people it's, drugs. Your flesh wants drugs. And that's probably going to be a little harder to stop doing. So if you struggle, it could be used for anything. If you struggle with just loving food, loving drugs, loving music, whatever it may be, deny your flesh and